everybody, welcome into Farm Cooking with Nan. We are going to be making some tater cakes. I've just got an onion here. I need to, the old saying goes, I need to get in a hurry because I've been cooking today all day, and I am, you hear my dog barking. Jackson is running up and down the road. That's his best thing in the world to do, is make those pipes really. We like a little bit of onion in ours, not just a little bit. Hang on, I'm gonna take that center out. It's got a little brown spot in it. Okay, I'm gonna put it in my little cutter. This cutter is made by KUHN Riken. This comes from, I think, QVC or Amazon. KUHN. I want it in really small little pieces, okay? I don't want great big onion in my, if I don't use all this in there, then I will save it, because I'm cooking, I cook every day. And I will save it and put it in another dish, okay? I'll set this in my sink. The only thing about that little chopper, and I love it, is that you need to be careful when you're washing it, not to get, where you do the string, not to get water down on the inside. Make sure when you turn it up to drain, that little hole is on the bottom side, okay? In case, I never submerge mine. I always just wash it with a good soapy rag. Okay, now we've got this. Let me grab my dish here. I'd say there's probably about, let me see here. I'd say there's probably a little more than 2 cups of leftover mashed potatoes that I have saved. I'm going to dip these onions in there, and I'm gonna put them all. These a little bit strong, which is not exactly what I was wanting. I can feel my eyes. I'm gonna put 1 egg. And youngins, it's hard to have a recipe for this, you know, because I'm gonna have to move this because my eyes are gonna just drip until I get it done, okay? I'm gonna scoot it over there. Whew, whew. Ah. I'm gonna mix that up real good. Excuse me. I'm gonna put, I don't wanna leave out nothing. I got my eyes on my mind, and I'm gonna put just, I don't know if that's maybe a 1/4 of a cup. I'm gonna put about a 1/4 a cup of flour, and that's just all-purpose flour, and you're gonna see I'm gonna make a mess. I might have to add more. I'm gonna add just a little bit more. I'm gonna put about total, about a 1/2 cup. Try my best not to make such a big mess. I'm gonna clean this mess up before I can go on. Y'all know how I am. Okay, we're gonna put, I'm just gonna grab a spoon here. This is a 1/2 teaspoon. I put a little heaping 1/2 teaspoon each of salt and pepper. And next, I'm gonna put some sharp cheddar cheese. Say that. I'd say that's probably about less than a cup, but more than a half. Probably about 3/4 of a cup so far. About a cup of cheese, of cheddar cheese. We love cheese, onion, and we love bacon in ours. I might just have to add just a little bit more flour. I'd say total about a cup. But I had between 2 and 3 cups of mashed potatoes, and they weren't real firm and hard. They had some water in there, you know. Okay, about a cup of flour. Now you might want it different. This will make a lot of tater cakes, you know. Then I'm going to put some, this is real, let me dry my hand off. Yeah, a real bacon bits, okay? I'm going to take just a, make sure I have enough salt and pepper. Hang on a minute. Scoop this out and get that flour. It was just clean before I added more flour and bacon and cheese off there. We'll see if that's enough bacon. So we had about probably almost 3 cups of potatoes. And like I said, my potatoes were not, maybe just a tad bit more bacon, okay? About less than a half a cup. This is like, by the time we get through with them, it's sort of like tater cakes on steroids. Okay, we're gonna go over to the sink, to the stove, and get started over here, okay? Let's get us some bacon drippings, bacon grease out. I'll warm this up a little quicker. I normally have my potatoes, the consistency of to where I can just about patty my potatoes out into. That's a little piece of bacon drippings there. We'll get right back whenever that's melted. We have got our whatchamacallit? We've got our bacon grease all melted. I'll lean that back and distribute that. Those are big tater cakes, you know, big ones. We better let them fry a little bit. I'm gonna take them off a high and bring them down just a little bit. Let's flip these over. I flipped one. We like ours nice and brown. Uh-oh, looky there. First thing I done was made a little boo-boo, didn't I? That little thing right there in the center, we'll have to fry a little bit more. I'm frying them slow because I don't want them to get so brown so quick that the inside doesn't get. I've got them on about medium heat, and we're going to let them fry for a little while. We flip this one over. We're gonna flip this one over. Gonna push down on those. Make sure that center gets done. About 4 is all we need tonight. Turn it down just a little bit more and let them slow cook. And I'm probably going to have enough left over that I can put this in a little container, put it in the freezer. Have it already mixed up to just thaw and pop it out whenever we need it. I like that crunchy, that crusty, crunchy taste. This is really good with some, there you go, that one's for me. Some pinto beans. Now you might not want yours that crunchy, but you just fry them till they're done. I'm going to turn this off. I'm just going to put my lid on there and remove it off the heat and let it sit there for a few minutes. We've got them plated up. I'll hold it up here for you. I'm just going to cut just a little piece out of this because I've got to put this with supper tonight. They're hot and they're delicious. I love, it's hot. They're delicious youngins. Just a little bit, not too much onion, about a half of a medium or a small onion, and then 1 egg, about a cup of flour, at least 3 cups of mashed potatoes, and about somewhere between 3/4 of a cup of cheese, some cheddar cheese, and about 1/3 of a cup of bacon bits, real bacon bits. And I fried them in bacon grease. And a little crunchy. I warmed up my oil till about high, till I got it nice and hot. And then I turned it down to about medium and put my potatoes in there in little cake you know, little cakes, 4 little cakes. And this will make probably at least, there's 4, maybe about 7. What I mixed up today make about 7. So you can cut that recipe in half if you want to. Or it's one of those things where you just have to look at it and you know how much to put in there. But it is delicious. And I just want to tell you, I hope you get to make you some. Just brown them to your specifications. Keep them on medium, you know, medium till a little bit between medium and low. Let them cook through the center. Push down on them to make sure that center gets done. And you've got you some loaded up tater cakes. So listen, I'm going to go. I just want to tell y'all that I love you. I want to tell you how much the good Lord loves you. No matter what's going on in the world, stand. Stand. Stand for what's right. Stand up and say, you know, I'm for the Lord. God's behind me. God's before me. God's behind me. What can be against me? God's got everything in control. Put your trust in Him today. Well, I'm going to go, and like I said, I want you to know how much He loves you, and I hope y'all get to make you some tater cakes. They're great with what we call soup beans, or y'all call pinto beans or brown beans. They're great with navy beans or whatever kind of beans you've got. They're good with that. Some cornbread. You've got a meal right there. I'll see y'all next time, young'uns. Okay? Lord willing.